Hindsight. I'm Zack Jones. The end of the school year. A time for students across the nation to look back on the year's events and to reflect upon their actions. A time for introspection as well as prestidigitation. A time when seniors flock to nox and nihilopilificate, and freshmen don't. Just as we should not suffer from hippopotamonstrosesquipedaliophobia, our fear of long-winded words, we should not suffer from our fear of long-winded years. But was it all worth it? Was our struggle for naught in these trying 4 years? How did we view ourselves then? And how will we view ourselves now? Brian Ross investigates.
Fountain Valley High School. Well, there it is. We came here to ask some Fountain Valley students how they felt about their high school experience. We are now here with senior Victor Tran. Victor Tran, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you.
Now, Victor, let's say that high school is a pie. You went through freshman year and ate a quarter of the pie. Sophomore year was another quarter. Junior year. As a senior, you have eaten most of the pie. Now, how did that pie taste?
How did that pie taste?
What sort of pie was it?
Let me tell you, Brian. Let me tell you. See, it's one of those pies that just don't taste very good when you start. But as you kept eating it, it tastes a little better each time. You just adjust yourself, and by the time you get to your senior year, it tastes just right.
Kind of like pecan pie.
Okay, yeah, sure.
If high school is a pie, you've had one slice, right? Well, almost a quarter. How do you expect the rest of this pie will be? How did that first slice of the pie taste?
Well, it was a good pie. It was I'd say like a pumpkin pie. It was very,
a little spicy?
It was a little, yeah. It was
Rather
sweet
wholesome,
too.
however.
Yeah.
Wholesome.
All right. And it was very soft. It wasn't too hard.
Not too hard.
Yeah.
More like an apple.
An apple pie.
I would say strawberry.
Strawberry pie. Ooh, interesting.
I would describe it as a shepherd's pie.
A shepherd's pie. How so?
Not that great, but necessary.
Necessary. It's a hearty thing, you know. It keeps you living. So rather sweet, a little bit tart.
Yeah.
Not too much bad going on with that pie, is there?
No.
But it didn't taste that good, did it?
No, it didn't.
A little crispy, a little coarse.
It was.
Not too flavorful sometimes.
Not really.
No, but it still had that meaty tenderness.
It had the necessities.
The necessity.
I'd have to say it would probably be a apple pie. Sure.
Is it a very satisfying pie?
Yes, I love apple pie.
So, Savin, if your high school career is a pie, what flavor is that pie?
I don't eat pie.
You don't eat pie. Okay.
As the years go on, it's like leaving it. It'll get a little like
a little more
harder.
sour.
Yeah.
You know, it tastes great at first, but to try to eat that entire pie,
Yeah, it's like
you
leftovers.
get kind of sick.
Yeah.
Right? I think that's what a lot of the seniors are feeling. We've been just eating way too much pie. It appears that Fountain Valley students have a variety of tastes when it comes to reflecting on their high school careers. But why does the flavor change? What can this tell us about ourselves and about our futures? We asked social analyst Zachary Jones.
Thank you, Brian. In order to understand the metamorphosis that Fountain Valley students go through in their years here, we must first understand the principle of self-esteem. You see, it's all based on one's view of himself, or herself. Most people fall into two main categories: those who judge themselves by other people's standards, and those who acknowledge their individuality. Look at this photograph. This is a picture of someone who judges themselves by the standards of others. Note the sad face and look of utter despair. Here's another photograph, this one representing the alternative. Observe his calm, nonchalant demeanor. Note how he doesn't give a ring-a-ding about society around him. He wears what he wants, and he is what he wants. But the point here is, who are we to say he is successful? Isn't that up to him to decide? If living by one's own standards is the key to happiness, and if we truly wish to pursue happiness, we must first define it for ourselves. And that is the greater lesson here. In high school, we meet both success and failure. Through our trials, we learn what makes us happy, and how to pursue goals for our own success in our lives. As Shakespeare said, "To thine own self be true." We cut? Cool. Oh, awesome, guys. Good take. I thought that was good.
Yeah, I like it.
This has been Hindsight with Zachary Jones and Brian Ross.